Original content creation on YouTube is dying on the League of Legends section. This affects people that have the biggest YouTube channels. This affects people that are just starting out, and this affects people just right in the middle of it all. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding on why YouTube's algorithm system is actively sabotaging original and new content that even affects the biggest of YouTubers, but more importantly, affects the growth and longevity of content creators on YouTube. This is a long time coming. I knew a while back that we would have this conversation, but it wasn't until now that I'm bringing it up. I've got a lot of issues with you, YouTube. And it's been going on for a while, but I couldn't really bring myself to bring it up to you because I still care about you a lot. I mean, we've been together for how many years? I don't even know. But things just have to change now. I can't continue with how things are going now because I'm not happy. I know you're not happy. Your algorithm system has been broken for a while. Your ad revenue is not what it used to be. We have to make some changes if we're gonna keep going. I know you've been seeing other people. I'm not okay with that, but I understand that that's what I got into when we started this. I remember the first moments we had together. They were really special. Yeah, I knew you were spending more time and sharing more content with other video content creators, but I was okay with that. You know, I was, at the time I was just happy to spend any time with you at all, and I was happy that anyone was there to look at my content. But things are not good right now. More specifically, there's a problem with your algorithm. There's a really big problem with your algorithm. Good content, genuinely good content, amazing, phenomenally, specifically unknown content creators are just not surfacing. I know this relationship's between me and you right now, but I know that your relationship with other people can maybe compromise your time sharing and your ability to get our content out there. I'm not breaking up with you, YouTube. I don't want this to sound like that. If it does, I'm sorry, YouTube. It's just that I'm really damn frustrated right now. Not even necessarily because of my own content, but because I've seen some of the most damn good original content not succeed on YouTube. The Life on Hearthstone series. That video series blew me away. I was absolutely blown away by the content creation that went into that. It wasn't just one guy. It was a couple different people. It wasn't the highest level of animation, but it worked really well. It got its message across. It was really entertaining. It was really funny. It made me really think about my life. And those are the types of videos that I value the most. And maybe I'm in the minority for that type of content, but I don't think so. It just wasn't surfacing on YouTube. It wasn't being spread through the YouTube algorithm. It was just stuck. And I've checked the videos recently and they haven't gotten additional views. The algorithm system is completely broken. The purpose of this video is to get to the bottom of why the best fucking content on YouTube that I've seen, I'm not even talking about my own content because I know my content needs to grow. I need to get better. But content that is so much better than mine, so much better than what is surfacing in the algorithm, is not surfacing on the algorithm. And I found out why. And the answer is not going to make you happy. The answer is a combination of us being the problem, but also you fucking YouTube. You're part of the fucking problem. And your algorithm benefits deceitful, copyright stealing, downright despicable behavior. Before we get too far ahead of ourselves and jump the gun and get right into too many specific facts and algorithm-based things and the resident sleeper side of the video, what's actually recommended to me, at least on my homepage, and it's going to be totally different for you because it's curated based on what you're clicking, keywords, and other elements, but I'll give you a quick demonstration, and this will probably be pretty similar to what is recommended to you as well in terms of the concept that I'm trying to get across. So you got my recommended section on YouTube, and this is heavily based on what you've clicked in the past. Not necessarily content creation, but keywords, types of videos, similar games, etc. And I'm going to show you what makes it to the top, at least for the recommended, what YouTube algorithm is pumping out, and has a lot to do with the biggest keywords, the most popular topics, the most popular people. But what people have circumvented around this is you don't actually have to be connected to this particular topic to make a video on it. Why make a video about yourself that's going to get 5 views when you can make a video about someone that's popular, much more interesting than yourself, and just take their content and make it your own? And I know I'm part of the problem because I've clicked similar things in the past that have led me down this rabbit hole. First thing, something from Last Shadow, totally fine. I'm friends with him and whatnot. Second video, when Faker watches Hooney's Undie commercial by SKT Bits and Bobs. And if you're unfamiliar with SKT Bits and Bobs, it's okay, because who the fuck is SKT Bits and Bobs? They're not connected to SKT at all. They literally just ripped this video from Faker's stream and decided to cash in for 750,000 views over 4 months. Not their content, they took it. But because Faker and Hooney are popular characters, SKT, whatever keywords they threw in here, and a little bit of spicy algorithm magic, this video has 750,000 views and has probably made this person a decent chunk of change. Third video, League of Legends content creation. This is actually a genuinely good video, but had to be posted on the League of Legends 8 million subscriber page just to surface. The content creator actually has a decent YouTube channel himself, but I think that because the channel from League of Legends is so big and it was posted on Reddit, this got pushed even further. So this is genuinely good content, don't get me wrong. Third thing, Elon Musk did not upload this. What college forgot to teach. They're just ripping videos, re-uploading it. Hello, Elon Musk, here's a video that you did not consent to. You know, this is recommended to me. This is clogging up the tubes, so to speak. This one's interesting. This one is made by Midbeast, not about himself, but made about Apto. Midbeast his only connection to this video is, hey guys, I looked at Apto's Smurf account and it's doing pretty well and he's playing these champions. It's kind of original. He's not actually ripping someone else's content, re-uploading it, but it's not about himself. It's about someone who is very popular in the League of Legends scene, perhaps the best solo queue player of all time. Another example of just someone making a video about someone who's more popular than themselves because the YouTube algorithm benefits that. Almost 500,000 views. Nice job. This, I swear to God, I'm not trying to look at anything inappropriate on YouTube. There are better formats for that, right? If you're looking for something like this, YouTube's not the right place. But the reason why this popped up after I clicked this fucking thing, I was like, I couldn't believe that this was actually a thing, and we'll get to this a little bit later. After I clicked this popped up on my fucking recommended. And it may have had something to do with like me clicking something in the past that had something to do with TSM Reginald. I don't know, but it's a combination because American Dad's kind of connected to Family Guy and blah, blah, blah. And this just pops up. And obviously this is copyrighted content. The person who uploaded this does not own the rights to this. And yet this video has more than 500,000 views. Faker's first professional game by B Challenger. B Challenger, learn from the best players. AKA I rip videos from the best players, re-uploaded. I'm actually untalented at this game, but I have 149,000 subscribers. So this person has found success by not uploading original content about themselves, but legitimately ripping content from other content creators. And I don't think Faker consented to this video. I could be wrong. Maybe B Challenger sent an email to Faker and Faker was like, you know, it's okay. You can use my first professional debut video, make it in your own content, monetize it, take the money yourself. It's fine, dude. We'll get to the elements of that whole discussion of like, it's free advertisement, Valkyrie. Faker's getting free advertisement. Faker doesn't need fucking free advertisement. This is just ripping Faker off, and he's not getting paid for these type of content. He's making more than enough money, blah, blah, blah. But the problem goes deeper than this. People are profiting without putting a lot of effort, and it's oh God. Daily Show, let's just move past that. That's not even gaming related. Drive Story, that's actually authentic new content creation that was probably very difficult to make. 100,000 views. Another video, How to Climb Tiers by Dopa. Not actually by Dopa. Someone just decided to translate it, rip the video, probably monetize it themselves. I don't know. Maybe they didn't monetize it, but it's still clogging up the tubes. This is not fucking Dopa's video. This is re-uploaded, maybe not even in the same context that Dopa originally had it in. Maybe their translation's not even right. I don't fucking know. All I know is that someone else is getting lots of views for Dopa's content. And then obviously you go deeper and you end up with fucking this. How the fuck? How does this exist? Okay, I know Yayo F2 does not own the fucking copyrights to play this. They just fucking don't. And if they do, then I've lost my mind probably. But I get just... This is not gaming related. Maybe I'm getting off topic. But this is probably one of the core problems underlining YouTube is shit like this, where they probably circumvented the instant copyright like flagging based on speeding up or slowing down these Family Guy videos. I've heard that you can speed it up to 1.25 from the original, you know, when you're originally uploading it, and it circumvents their auto detection. And unless enough people flag it, then I guess they can profit from just fucking naked thumbnail. This is just YouTube. This is just what works on YouTube. Before I get too far ahead of myself and just way too deep, what I'm trying to get across in this section is that just on my recommended, there are obviously some original content creation, but when it comes to the view count, I think it's very obvious that original content creation is just getting absolutely blasted out of the water by the algorithm, just by the popular keywords, the popular characters, the popular personalities, and they're being re-uploaded, rehashed, re-edited by people that don't own the content, and they're profiting from it. And it's legitimately a problem because the YouTube algorithm can only promote so much at a time, right? What can be recommended to you at any given time that you're actually willing to look at and see, and I have to hit show more to see more of these. What is clickable for you is limited. And so these are very valuable spots that are being clogged up by SKT bits and bobs. And maybe the content itself, it might be really interesting, right? Like Faker's first debut game might be pretty good, but there's other resources to find it. They made it more visible, maybe somehow, more clickbaity thumbnail. A quick Google search could easily have found Faker's first professional game, probably from something legal. Like it might actually have been from like a VOD from the Twitch or something like that. Or maybe I'm out of my element in this regard. And maybe Faker's first debut game has been lost to time, and this guy is doing us a justice by re-uploading it and monetizing the video and making all this fucking cash. Oh wow, B Challenger. Let's see how many other fucking videos you've taken. I mean, the music might have not been theirs. I guess this guy just spams uploads, man. He doesn't own the rights to SKT versus Rocks. I can damn well tell you that. He just uploads a bunch of fucking stuff. He gets lucky sometimes. Re-uploads a bunch of shit. Whoa, Faker Twitch stream. I took this from his Twitch stream. Whoa, Zed God is back. Whoa. How can you fucking rip this from his Twitch stream? You don't own the rights to this shit. This is one of many. I'm giving this guy advertisement, whatever. I could take you through so many channels that are like this, that are just rehashed, re-uploaded, re-edited content from IMAQTPIE, Dr. Disrespect, Grims, just all these Twitch streamers. They don't have enough time in the day to just like search through YouTube and just find out all these people that rip their videos and are monetizing it, because they're actually making content. They have their own YouTube channels. Valkyrin, you're missing out on the big picture. Valkyrin, this is free advertisement for them. This helps them. This is helping Faker. This is helping the biggest personalities like Dopa. This is helping them. No, it's not. They are already popular. That's the reason why that these people can rip their videos, their content, and reach the top of the algorithm. They could have a fucking live stream of them shitting in a fucking toilet, and it would make it to the front of YouTube, and people would still steal that video and make a quick chunk of change. It's a problem because we're clicking these videos. We're helping this process of content creators that are ripping videos, but the truly good content just doesn't surface like the ripped content does. And all they do is just fill the tubes, hoping to abuse the algorithm. They just put enough keywords in here, hope that people click it enough, and it works some of the time. They hope that they cash in and get that big payday. They get that Faker video with over 1 million views, and it pays for their food bill for like months and eats up spots on YouTube for original content creators that are trying to make a name for themselves. But the way the fucking algorithm works is so frustrating, because I want Faker's original content. I want Faker himself. I want his content at the top, right? Like I want him to be making bank. He's a very talented person. He's entertaining to watch, blah, blah, blah. He should be at the top. Now, LOL Pro replays should not be at the top with a re-upload of Faker versus DADE 1v1 matchup. That's not even their own content, right? I mean, this video is kind of old, but this is how far back this fucking issue has been going, is so far. It's countless, numerous content creators that just apparently work by just stealing other people's content and re-uploading it as their own, because it makes it infinitely harder for original content creators to try to grow their own brand and name, because what YouTube's trending and recommended sections are originally meant for, is to cultivate these original content creators like Life on Hearthstone, the Super Do the Games guys. They make some of the best fucking videos I've ever seen for what they have. And they're struggling to surface because the market is so fucking saturated on YouTube by just garbage. It makes me so frustrated because I respect IMAQTPIE. I like him. He's a good content creator on Twitch. He's made a name for himself. He deserves to be at the top. People that steal his content, re-upload it, and this is the type of shit that people will click and will just crowd out original content. No, fuck, no! I didn't mean to click it. Whatever, it'll fuck them over because they didn't watch the whole video. It has to do with viewer minutes. But more so, that's part of the problem as well, is if you want to make genuinely good content for enough minutes to supersede people that are just slapping together fucking clips and highlights and content that aren't their own, that take them maybe an hour to do, it's going to take you 10, 40 hours to make original content. Christ, my Tainted Minds video took me 3 months to make. They deserve to make as much money on their content as possible, because God knows how long fucking YouTube will last at this rate. If LOL Pro replays can just rip the shit out of content that isn't theirs, re-upload it, and just saturate YouTube to the point where original content creators that are making amazing content like Super Do the Games, where I'm just blown away, and I feel, when I watch it, I'm like, holy shit, I can't even make content that's nearly as good as this, and this is just not even surfacing. So what is the point? What is the point? Back to the topic at hand. I don't know how much into specifics I'll get into the YouTube algorithm, but I'll tell you what it is currently. YouTube's algorithm is based almost entirely on the power of the keywords used in the video in terms of what's in the title. The description is also important, and the keywords are also important, but probably the least out of the three that I've listed. So if you've got in the title faker, by default, you already have an advantage over content creators that don't have a name that is as powerful brand-wise on YouTube and has that much force behind it. Viewer minutes is probably on par with how powerful the keyword is. Like IMAQTPIE, faker, those words are so powerful because there's so many videos that have those keywords in it, and it's hard for YouTube's algorithm to determine who is legitimately like supposed to be able to upload this content and who's not. The system's automated, but it hasn't found a great way to discern that. Sure, there's lots of content that I'd watch. I've watched some IMAQTPIE videos, sure. But it's a damn shame that he's not getting paid that extra money. Sure, he doesn't need it, but someone else doesn't deserve it. And it's flooding the market to the point where even if people are watching a video all the way through, like Super Do the Games, Life on Hearthstone, I'm sure most of the people that watch that series watched it all the way through. Even the viewer minutes that went behind that, and viewer minutes are very important. Viewer minutes are views times how long they watch. It does have a lot of weight with recommended, and sure, people can still randomly surface based on getting their videos like retweeted and getting put on Reddit, and then it blows up and gets recommended even more. But more times than not, significantly more times than not, those videos will just stop getting more views. The YouTube algorithm just stops recommending it just because there's so much competition that's not legitimate. It really makes you think, like, what is the purpose behind this? Is this the game of YouTube? Is this what YouTube is? Are we just gonna have to compete? Is Valkyrin's brand just gonna have to be another highlight channel of IMAQTPIE? That is a career path on YouTube. Creating your own authentic, new, original content is more difficult to make a living off of than it is to steal content that's not yours, whether it's your Family Guy live stream or 24/7 SpongeBob video re-uploads, where people are monetizing and finding loopholes around content that's not theirs. At this point, like, I don't even blame them as much as I blame the system, but I still think that they're shitty people for doing it. So we talked about the algorithm. It's viewer minutes, but it's also heavily based on the keywords used. I might as well just assume Nightblue's identity. Well, I've been Nightblue this whole time. You know, I don't have the answer as much as I have just a suggestion. Only staying in your subscriber feed and only watching the people that you subscribe to. You're not giving the opportunity for new people to grow by clicking videos that are re-uploaded, re-highlighted, fucking garbage clips that aren't from the original content creator and not even like well edited. They're just like slapped together, just like, let's make it work. And it's fucking the system even more by watching those videos. So my suggestion to you, let's stop giving ad revenue to people that re-upload content, report the fuck out of them to YouTube. Let's make a stand. I mean, if we want content creation on YouTube to get better, if we want more content creators to be there that legitimately have good content, then we can't keep going the way we are. I have hope. I have fucking hope because I'm still here. I'm still in front of you right now. I think we can change YouTube together. I'm sorry for the salt. I'm really passionate about this topic because it's just so important to the future of Twitch, YouTube, gaming in general. I mean, if we've reached the point where the market is so super saturated that new content creators can't grow, then I've lost. Other people, Super Do the Games, Life on Hearthstone series, they've lost. I don't want to believe it because it's too depressing to think about, but also because we can make a difference if we actively think about it. If we look on YouTube, if we know what to look for now, if we see that people that you're subscribed to are just stealing highlight clips or re-uploading something, report the video. Just an endless stream of unoriginal content that aren't owned by the original content creators. And that is what YouTube is now. Can't make it as an original content creator, might as well steal someone else's content and claim it as your own. So I was putting the finishing touches on this video, and I discovered something that I didn't previously know about this whole situation that makes it a little bit more depressing and interesting. So earlier in the video, I said that Faker and all these personalities that have their content ripped from them don't need the advertisement. Well, apparently that's not entirely true. YouTube's algorithm is so broken that some of the original content creators aren't getting more views or subscribers to their original channel than the people that are ripping the content. Now, the last person I would ever expect to need more advertisement and help with the YouTube algorithm would be Faker. But as it turns out, Faker does have an official channel. SKT1 has an official channel for everyone on their team. And I didn't know this because the algorithm is certainly not promoting their content over people that are ripping their content. And they average significantly less views per video than people who've had established channels for longer that simply just rip content from Faker. Faker's channel has fewer subscribers and fewer views per video than people that steal his content. Let that sink in for a second. Just really think about that. The king of League of Legends has his content less promoted by the YouTube algorithm than people that steal his content. This is so stupid of YouTube. It legitimately undermines everything about anything YouTube related. The king of League of Legends has a YouTube channel, but his content isn't surfacing like people that steal his content does. Wow. Wow. I don't fully understand the algorithm. I understand that it's based on viewer minutes, but this clearly shows that there's even more to it than that. There's such a significant problem when Faker himself has to compete against himself because other people are taking his content. There's something wrong, something so damn wrong with the YouTube system if that's the case. And that is the case. Faker has to compete against himself. They probably don't need money, but it's the fucking principle that matters. It's the principle of the matter. Because this is just an example. There are so many more people that are probably affected by this. Everyone on YouTube is affected by this. If the king of gaming, the king of League of Legends, his YouTube channel isn't at the top of this pile of garbage of people that steal his content, re-upload it with bad edits, they add their emojis to the corner or something like that, they put their watermarks on it. If they are surfacing more frequently than the original content creators of this content on YouTube, then YouTube is absolutely a worthless pile of shit.
you.